Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation. Because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning. It's Monday, April the 11th, and welcome to First Local. Craig and Heidi here to talk to you about all things local.
How was your weekend?
It was all right. Yesterday, of course, was a beautiful day, Sunday.
Wasn't it nice? Didn't I say it was going to be a beautiful day?
You nailed it. You nailed it. And in the spirit of such a nice day, I did some things around the house in the morning, and then spent the rest of the afternoon on my mother's porch with her, enjoying the sun.
Good.
And watching the color on Albert Street.
Yeah.
And no, there's always something entertaining. In this moment, one of the houses directly across from my mother's, they have a big dumpster. And so, you can literally sit there, and we did for, 2-ish hours and just watch people walk by, rummage around, take a few things and leave, right? So good for them.
Yeah.
And
Spring cleaning.
one man's garbage is another man's gold,
Don't
right?
you remember?
So,
I don't know if you were here on the Sioux back then, but we used to have that spring cleanup where people just leave all their spring cleaning at the edge of the driveway,
Okay.
and the city would come pick it up. But people would drive around and and go through these piles of
Sure.
stuff that, you find like a dresser or something. Yeah, they used to be the thing, but then they stopped the spring cleanup
why?
thing. I don't know. I don't know,
Nah.
but it used to be a thing back in the 70s anyway.
Used to be a thing.
Speaking of weather, we could actually see our first big thunderstorm this week.
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't that Spring Lake?
I
Right.
think, well, yes.
So keep your fingers crossed if you like thunderstorms, because there is one brewing for Wednesday.
Okay.
I won't tell you what comes after Wednesday yet,
Sloppy.
because you're not going to like it.
Sloppy.
But we're in for a pretty couple of warm days today and tomorrow.
Good.
Today maybe not as bad because of the wind and whatnot. But anyway, so we have a lot of news. We also have a special guest in studio today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you speaking with?
Joshua Richards.
And what's he with?
He is with the Sioux Community Theater Center.
And what you going to be talking about?
Well, but you always want me to give it away.
Well,
We're
we gotta
talking
entice-
about, okay, so the Banff Mountain Film Festival is embarking on a world tour. And Joshua is going to talk to me about that coming to Sault Ste. Marie.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you have that. I got the weather to tell you about.
We got, this
Oh,
is important.
What? Oh, we got this important
Much in the
thing
spirit of
first.
Groundhog Day, Kieran Moore is making another appearance as the Chief Medical Officer of Health to give us an update
It's going to pop in.
on how the province is managing COVID-19 and expanding access to antivirals. Now, I wanted to know what an antiviral was, like when do you take it? So the definition then, a class of medications used for treating viral infections. They target specific viruses, the majority of them, while a broad spectrum antiviral is effective against a wide range of virals, so meant to mitigate the symptoms.
Okay.
There you go.
So he'll be talking
He will. Yeah,
at
he's
1
been
o'clock today, you said?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
He's been noticeably absent. I believe the last reported sighting was March 9th. So 1 month later, here he is.
There he is. With something else. Also, before we go to news, Mike, Heidi and I were discussing, we are thinking of changing the time for the live show, for the first local live show, which airs at 8 o'clock, what you're currently watching now. What time frame would you like us to be on, the live show
Yeah.
we're talking about? Would you like it to be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe even noon?
Woo.
Let us know if you like the current time slot, or would you prefer it at a different hour? Just for the live show, because obviously anyone can watch the VOD anytime they want. So,
Yes.
but let us know, because we're always trying to fix the show and improve it and make it better for you.
Sure.
So just let us know in the comments what time you'd like to see this show on.
It's Kaisan,
Okay?
the Japanese concept of tiny constant improvements. Kaisan.
Yeah.
Kaisan.
Okay. Let's talk about news. You got all the news.
All the news. All right, all the news. Okay, so this took place yesterday, shortly after 5 p.m. A structure was reported north of the city which required, structure fire, was reported north of the city, which did require the response of 2 fire departments. The original call sounded serious, and this is coming from Gooley Fire and Rescue Chief Chris Ruley. We are glad to report that it wasn't. Upon arrival at the home on Lumber Lane in Gooley Township, they discovered a small chimney fire. Whereas fire and rescue arrived on scene and were quickly canceled, Gooley firefighters quickly addressed the incident and also cleared out the chimney for the residents. Firefighters cleared the scene within an hour. Fire services would like to remind you, with the end of the heating season approaching, to please have your chimney cleaned to avoid any unwanted flames. Gooley Fire and Rescue has cleaning kits at both the Timberland store and the Country store that can be signed out free of charge by residents to be used to clean their chimneys. Okay. Shortly after 6 yesterday, Sioux Online did receive reports of 2 injured parties after an assault took place downtown. So while walking in the area of the 0 to 100 block of Albert Street, according to the victim and witnesses, they were jumped by a single male wearing brass knuckles. The one victim had her phone stolen and is suffering from lacerations to her head as well as lower body injuries. She was taken to hospital. The other individual was able to get away. A bystander who did attempt to intervene ended up with an injured wrist. The assailant was last seen heading eastbound on Albert Street near Tancred. Sioux police are currently speaking with the witnesses and collecting statements, and there is no word as to whether the assailant has been apprehended. Okay, let's see here. All right, okay, this one. As a result of a drug investigation, the Ontario Provincial Police Community Street Crime Unit, with the assistance of Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Crime Suppression and Drug Enforcement Units, 2 individuals were arrested on April the 8th, and there was a significant seizure, over 25 grams of suspected yellow fentanyl with an estimated value of over $9,000, over 6 grams of suspected crystal methamphetamine with an estimated value of over $1,200, over $3,600 of Canadian currency, packaging material, digital scale, cell phones, a Glock 17 9mm handgun with a 17-round magazine loaded to capacity. That's like a movie scene. Wow. Holy. So as a result of the investigation then, Jaden A. Pryle, 22 years of age from Ajax, Ontario, was charged with, a plethora. Will not read them all. There's quite a number of charges here. To read them all would make its own show. So I will always encourage you to go to our website at siouxonline.com to take in the full details of what Jaden A. Pryle has been charged with. The other individual who was apprehended, Patricia Vierma, 24 years of age from Sault Ste. Marie, has been charged with possession of a substance opioid other than heroin, traffic in schedule and substance opioid other than heroin, possession of proceeds of property obtained by crime under $5,000. Both accused did appear in the Ontario Court Justice Bail Court in the Sioux here on April the 9th. Court. It's a mess. Okay. Yes, Mike, thanks. I can see what comes next. That's awesome. All right. Hey, snackers out there were very distressed when there was a reported conflict, a breakdown in negotiations, Loblaws versus Frito-Lay. So I'm happy to tell you it's been resolved. Your salty treats are coming back to you. Loblaw Companies Limited has said that snack food varieties by PepsiCo Incorporated will return to store shelves across the country following a dispute that stalled shipments to the Canadian retailer for well over a month. That's good news because, some of you will have seen the empty shelves in the grocery stores owing to the strike at the distribution center, which is reported to have been resolved, and things should return to normal in about a week. But nevertheless, I digress. Let's go back to Frito-Lay. Products will begin shipping Monday, so today, and the company expects to be fully stocked before the Easter weekend. Good news all around. All right, now for some more good news. Craig did indicate that, today and tomorrow are going to be kind of nice. Yeah, so let's go over to Craig and find out for sure.
Well, the second half of today should be much nicer than it is right now. We're seeing some pretty strong winds at the moment from the southeast. Those are pretty cool winds, really kind of knocking the camera around. We'll take a look at the live shot for you right up. You can see it's kind of shaky out there. The skies are kind of gray. We are kind of lighting up the sky a little bit, but we do have some stray showers that we have to tell you about. We are under the gun for some mist, some drizzle, some showers for the next 6 or 7 hours. Otherwise, we're just going to be cloudy and windy. So let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. We'll break it down like this for you. Seeing a little tiny bit of sun right now as those clouds kind of come and go. Again, some of those clouds could have drizzle and mist in it, but the big issue today is going to be the winds. The winds are going to make it feel colder than it is. 11 degrees is our high. It's probably going to feel closer to 5, 7 degrees out there with those strong southeasterly winds switching to southwesterly tonight, and we should clear out the clouds and we should have a pretty nice looking evening. May see some sun later on this afternoon into our evening. 9 degrees for your evening temperature, dropping down to -2, -3 overnight. And tomorrow's looking really nice. Sunny skies and 14 degrees. I'll give you a lot more details on that coming up. Heidi?
14 degrees. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right. We are going to take a quick break. When we get back, as promised, I will be speaking with Joshua Richards from the Sault Community Theatre Centre, and we will be discussing the film festival that's coming to town as well. We have some factoids, we have social media. I'm going to talk to you about the upcoming full moon, which will hit this Saturday. So do fill your cup and come on back. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back. I am here with Joshua Richards. Now, what is your title? What do you do at the Sault Community Theatre Centre?
I'm the marketing and program coordinator.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's exciting. There's a lot of really great shows that come through that place. Like really, really great, I've seen quite a few shows there actually, so can't really identify any one in particular. But you know what? Now we have something that's pretty exciting. Tell us about the Banff Mountain Film Festival.
So the Banff Mountain Film Festival is a film, book, and photography festival that's broken up out of Banff in Canada. It's on its 30th year.
Wow.
And to adjust to the pandemic or post-pandemic age, they have kind of changed their program for this year.
Okay.
In the past, they used to send somebody to the facility and it would be called a road warrior, and they would kind of hype up the crowd, bring a script, introduce each film, and it would be kind of a package deal where they just kind of show up and the show would roll.
Cool.
This year, it's we got to pick from packages.
Okay.
That had different films in it, and then we get to do our own kind of intros, play the films through our own equipment, and we have prize draws, we have sponsors.
Wow. Okay, so talk to me then. So I did go to their website. I did look. Now, from what I could see, you do have the option of viewing these films with the purchase of a package. You can view the films from your home, correct?
There is an online component, but it doesn't have anything to do with us. That's directly
Okay.
from Banff.
Okay.
And they have their own selection of films for the online, where the theaters are getting our own selection.
Okay, so there will be then a roster of films that people will be able to see at your facility. Now, is that roster available somewhere already? I'm sure.
They've probably posted, but we don't usually post our films ahead of time. It's
Okay.
it's a good blend of adventure films, climbing films, biking films, environmental films, social
Okay.
issues, that kind of stuff.
So when does the show go live then
So
for you guys? Like when does it start?
So our show is going to be April 14th, so this week.
Okay.
Doors open at 6 p.m. We have some tables. We have Algoma U, which is our primary sponsor this year. They've
Okay.
been really supportive of the festival. And then we have Superior Climbing Adventure Co., who is Sean Parent and his company. He's always a huge hit with the crowd. He offers climbing packages as part of the prize.
Oh, wow.
Shows off his climbing gear, and he'll take you for explorations.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. Well, this is very exciting. So starting then on the 14th, and how long does it run?
Usually runs till about 9 p.m. So the show starts about 7.
Okay.
We have the first half, and then we'll do our intermission with a prize draw, usually about half
Okay.
an hour, and then we'll be out of there by 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay. Well, okay, so it promises it to be, very, an exciting time with prizes to be won, taking in. Now, the films that are featured, have they won awards already, or are they just kind of being premiered?
Depends. You get a good mix. You have a lot of short films. Usually there's a couple longer films, but in essence, they're usually 15 to 20 minutes, and then you have a couple 40-minute films. They usually have done some kind of festival docket.
Okay.
And won a couple of awards. We've never had a bad film. we really enjoy them. They're really exciting.
Well, that's a good news. That's a good news for sure. Okay, well, you know what? I think everybody should, pause for a moment and consider this. Certainly, I've never seen a bad show at the Sault Community Theatre Center. So, Joshua, is there anything else that you would add? What else should somebody know about this?
So, just to kind of get people in the mood for theater again, we've taken extreme measures to make sure that our facility is clean.
Good.
We have a really good air exchange system with a HEPA filter that will clean the air for us. We take extreme measures to make sure everybody's safe, healthy in our facility. And if you would like a ticket, it is $25 plus
Okay.
applicable fees. And if you're a student or a senior, 65 or older, you get a $3 discount.
Wow, okay, so very, very moderately priced, and excellent information on your protocols, and certainly important information in this time of rebuilding and coming back from, the pandemic and all things pandemic. So excellent. Well, you know what? Everybody should make note of this, April 14th, starting at 7. Definitely make a point of checking that out. Joshua, I thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, we're going to go over to Craig now so he can give us some more information on the weather. I'm a little dubious because he was saying Thursday and Friday aren't going to make us very happy. So, Craig?
Well, Heidi, we are starting our short week this week. Kind of blustery. We saw some heavy rain showers move through a couple of hours ago. We'll show you that on the radar coming up. But this is what we look like for today. We have this low pressure system right around here. All this activity is kind of moving into that low. We saw that first wave come through a couple of hours ago, kind of mixed with snow, but for the most part it was rain. Temperature's a little bit on the cool side. We're also picking up some pretty stiff southeasterly winds, and those are going to be with us for most of our day today. But we do have some shower activity still working its way in advance of this cold front. So we are under the gun for some hit and miss showers for most of our morning into our afternoon. This is what we look like. As far as the satellite goes, here's that first wave that came through just a couple of hours ago. Then we're going to have a little bit of a dry period, but again, we still have some showers to work through, and some of those could be stray showers moving into our area. Nothing really all that heavy at this point, but it will be a hit and miss situation. As far as temperatures go, not bad. We're going to hope to hit 11 degrees. We may have to settle with 9 degrees, 8 degrees in Wawa, 10 degrees in Timmins. Cold spot is Thunder Bay at 7 degrees. And they could be seeing a little bit of snow later on this week too. But then again, so could we. Let's take a look at the radar, and there it is. Those are the showers moving away. We have nothing really to worry about, but we do have some showers developing right around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock this morning. Just some light stuff that's going to be around for about an hour and then scoot off towards the east. So this is what we look like for the next 3 days. For your forecast, some pretty strong winds for the rest of the day from the southeast, then switching around to the southwest. So it's going to hold our temperatures pretty comfortable. At 11 degrees, we should hit that around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. 14 degrees for your day on Tuesday with a mix of sun and cloud. Beautiful looking day for Tuesday compared to Wednesday and Thursday, as we see a cold front come through, and we could actually see our first big thunderstorm develop for Wednesday. So we're watching that. Temperatures dropping off to about 10 degrees, and then we have a chance, believe it or not, of some snow showers and snow squalls developing Thursday night into Friday. I'll give you those details in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, well, there you go. In case you missed it, you're going to want to definitely catch the playback. I did have the chance to sit and talk with Joshua Richards just prior to Craig depressing us with the remainder of the weather for the week. All right, pretty sure it's break time, yes? Okay, we're going to take a quick break. You're going to hear from the Chamber inviting everybody to love local, shop local, dine local, play local, do all things local, and support our business community as they rebuild. You're also going to hear from Jeep the Mac, significant event on the horizon in early May. Jeep enthusiasts everywhere, please do register with our good friends at St. Ignace who are putting together this fantastic event. As well, you're going to hear from Superior Adult Learning, a very worthy agency in the community, formerly known as Program Read, working daily with adult learners who set literacy goals for themselves. Wendy and Pat always at the ready to help you reach your goals. So do go fill your cup and come on back.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back to First Local. I'm still kind of at a loss for words. I'm distressed that there is the potential that it might be cold enough to, I don't even want to say that word, snow. Anyway, okay. Let's talk briefly about something that happened in Gooley. On April 2nd at about 10 to 1 in the morning, members from the Sault Ste. Marie detachment of the Ontario Provincial Police did respond to a disturbance at a residence on Cedar Lane. Investigation determined that an argument ensued between two individuals and one person was asked to leave the property, who then did leave in a pickup. A few minutes later, the driver of the pickup truck returned to the residence and used an air gun to shoot the person that was involved in the original interaction. A short time later, the police located the accused, Colin Heron, 30 years old, from Gooley River, who was arrested and charged with assault with a weapon, possession of a weapon for dangerous purpose, dangerous operation, and the accused is scheduled to appear before the Ontario Court of Justice in Sault Ste. Marie on May 9th. Okay. Now,
What you got?
well, most of our regular viewers will know that I have a fondness for the moon, and I'm excited to tell you that the next full moon is actually scheduled for this Saturday. Ooh. Yes, and the April full moon is commonly referred to as the pink moon, the name that comes from a pink herb moss that would flower that was particularly widespread this time of year. So as with the moons in other months, there are other names that the April full moon is known by, so the egg moon. The full sprout, oh, Jacob, you'd like that. Egg moon. Okay, full sprouting grass moon, full fish moon, and they all have a common tie to the spring season as new flowers start to bloom and the fish began to spawn.
There you go.
So
Something
now,
to look forward to on Saturday, I guess.
there you go. And be warned, because the full moon energy kind of ramps up in the three to 4 days leading up to the actual moon, but you can still feel the effects of the full moon for nearly 2 weeks afterwards. So disturbed sleep, increased irritability, you might feel kind of enervated, kind of like electric, not sure. So yeah, things to watch for.
Yeah. Let's see if that happens.
Well, come on, spend a little time in my head.
Uh-oh.
Terrifying. Okay, factoids. I did load 3 today just because I wasn't really sure. We will start April 11th, 1970. The Apollo 13 is launched. Okay.
I remember watching that.
Yeah. Well, I was not born, but yeah, I mean, certainly popularized by the movie featuring Tom Hanks, right? So 2 days later then, 2 days after the launch, an oxygen tank exploded, leading to the famous expression, "Houston, we've had a problem here." The mission to land on the moon was aborted. The crew was able to overcome limited power, loss of cabin heat, shortage of potable water, and the need to make makeshift repairs to the carbon dioxide removal system and return safely to Earth 6 days later. How very terrifying. Can you imagine?
But as a kid, when I was watching it, I didn't really understand how serious it was.
Whoa.
It was just astronauts out in space and they can't go to the moon. That's all I knew. I thought it was really cool. But
wow, yeah, no, I can't imagine what that would have been like. I mean, we've had the discussion, would you like to go to space? I have no interest.
I would.
In those, just in a little compartment,
second.
And things like this that can happen, and you're weightless. Well, maybe.
Wouldn't that
but
be
no.
fun? Just floating around.
Okay, what else do I have here for you? Beach Boys or Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. April the 11th, 1977, Alice Cooper played to an audience of 40,000 people in Sydney, Australia. The largest crowd to attend a rock concert in the country's history. After the show, Cooper was placed under house arrest at his hotel until he posted a bond for $59,632. That amount was the sum that a promoter claimed to have paid Cooper for a 1975 Australia tour he never made. The two settled when it was found that the promoter did not fulfill his part of the agreement either. There you go.
I have a factoid for you.
Woo!
It's actually, we're kind of in between the factoids, or the dates actually, because it was yesterday this happened, where the Titanic actually left England to come to the U.S. on its maiden voyage, and of course,
Didn't make
didn't
it.
make it. And another factoid for you, a little closer to home. Tomorrow, do you know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow
Other
is the
than
12th.
the actual sinking of the Titanic took place tomorrow. Tomorrow is also the Sioux's 110th anniversary of being a city.
Oh, I did not know that.
There you go.
I did not know that.
There's a big cake.
There's
we can all
cake?
have. No.
Well, I'm going to know about it now.
We'll be there for the cake.
Okay.
Okay, so
Great,
there you
well.
go. 110 years we've been a city. There you go.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're into the
Social media. Okay, there's still time to pop your comments in. All right. Margaret McKeag starting the week off.
Oh, she wins.
Strongly, yes. She says, good morning all. Good morning all to you, Margaret. Terry Matthews, good morning all. Terry, as promised, you were right. I was incorrect last week. Austin Matthews did not score 5 goals in one game. He did, in fact, score 2 goals in the one game, with one of those being the winner in overtime. But he still has set a franchise record at 55 goals in one season, and I think we could agree on that much. So I promised you I would own it, and there it is. All right. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Terry Matthews, keeping me on point. Tracy Fay says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Tracy. Enika, good morning, all. Have a great day. To yourself as well, Enika. So lovely to hear from you. Steve Childs, GMMAHYHAGW, the tracks, the sun, all the land. Rocking the horns. Good Monday morning, all. Hope you all have a great week. You too, Steve Childs.
A short week at that.
Yes. Whew. Yes. Jim Whitty, hello Monday morning. Yes, it is a Monday morning, and hello, Jim. Jim Whitty, for my birthday, I asked my brother for a book of short stories. He bought me a book on pygmies. Bradley, good morning. 'Tis Monday. You all have my sympathies. What do you mean? Aren't you working today? Like, what? Are you on vacation? In which case, I'm jealous. All right. Good morning to you, Brad. Okay, Michael Agawa says 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So we've got a 10.
Yeah, we've got a 10 o'clock there.
Michael Agawa, love you guys. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for watching.
Would you
and
like
being
us better
so
at
kind.
10 o'clock, though, right?
I think that's why he said 10.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig.
I know.
Activate the earpiece.
I know.
All right. Steve Childs, the early bird gets the worm. Well, if you're into worms, yeah, I guess that's an attractive thing. Yeah. All right. Michael Kaisan, yes. Yes. Okay. Curtis McDermott says 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Oh, my gosh. My stomach just actually got a little bit nauseated thinking about what would have to happen for me to be here and on the
air for 7?
For 7, you know. Well, yeah, okay, but some of us sleep, Mike.
I'll just call you on the phone, make sure you get up, that's all, every morning.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Okay. 7 a.m. Okay, well, I wrote it down. Jim Whitty, I think 6 a.m. would be great. And then he goes, kidding. Get out of here. You get. No. 6 a.m. I'm not even writing that down. Stop it. Michael Agawa, what? Exactly, right? Enika, well, I've heard from our family that the show is too early for them, so maybe 10 o'clock is a better time.
So it's 2 10s.
2 10s, okay. Michael Agawa, Killer Foods. I know, but a lot of people were really distressed about the whole Frito-Lay situation. You know,
they were.
some people really like their salt. Like, yes. Steph Swanson says 8 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
So, status quo there.
Yeah. Michael Agawa, good night. I know, right? Show at 6 a.m. It's just me sleeping. Judy O'Neill. Good morning, Heidi and Craig. Hope you both had an amazing weekend, and I hope you have an awesome day.
We did.
Yes, it was a great weekend, and it'll be an awesome day.
Yeah.
You know.
Most Mondays are.
Joseph Bertrand, good morning, peeps. Back in the office at Maker North, solving problems. He and Riley together, the dynamic duo. Fantastic. Have a great day. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. The sun, the land, tracting nicely. Har. Okay, hope everyone had a great weekend. Enjoy your day. You too, Tony. Have a great day. Lori Rains Aguano, good morning. Good morning, Monday. Monday, had to convince myself it is really a requirement to go into the office today. Yes, yes. Agreed. So good Monday morning to you, Lori. Steve Childs, 8 a.m. then.
8 a.m.
Terry
status
Matthews,
quo.
8 a.m. is perfect.
It looks like 8 a.m. is the
So
status
far
quo.
holding steady, yeah. Maybe we'll have to put a poll up.
Maybe. Is that
All
it?
right.
Is that what we got? Okay.
Yeah, we got. I don't forget the 7-day anymore.
Just making sure.
Oh, Tony Mancuso popped in with an 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay. So looks like that's leading. Okay, so let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. It's a short week this week, but look at what happens.
Oh.
We go from 14, we go to 10. We could see some thunderstorms, so that's exciting. Then the temperatures continue to go down for a couple of days. And what I'm really worried about is Thursday night and Friday, because the winds are going to shift to the northwest, and we could see some snow squall activity.
Oh,
I know,
come on.
Thursday night, Friday. We're still watching that. It's not for sure. It's not for sure, but
You're just trying to cheer me up.
it could happen. And then you can see what happens on Saturday. Is that Saturday? I
Yeah.
can't see. 1 degree. So, you know, then we continue to climb up during the second half of the Easter weekend. So it's not looking all that bad, but we're just got to make sure we don't see snow squalls on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. But tomorrow's going to be nice. 14 degrees, sunny skies. Let's enjoy that.
Okay, well,
Speechless. I left her speechless.
we are the Sioux's only local news
It's
show.
going to be a factoid.
So I invite you all to like, follow, share. You can catch us live on Facebook. You can catch us live on YouTube. You can always catch the playback. So share it with some of your friends. Let them know that we do this Monday to Friday, although not this Friday because it's a holiday. But yeah, we appreciate
Currently
it.
at 8 a.m. live.
Yeah, we appreciate our viewership, and we look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Have a nice one.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.